Would I go to Hawaii? Maybe I would one day. I don't know. I don't know, people keep asking about this shit. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Japan? Do you want to go to Hawaii? Do you want to go to Europe? Do you want to go? I don't have the means to do anything. So I don't want to sit here and fantasize about traveling the world and doing all these fun trips when I have no realistic chance of doing any of it. You know? The one time in my life I had a chance, when I was getting married, all right? When I was in Connecticut getting married, my mother said to me, I want you to go on a honeymoon, and I'll pay for it. And I said, well, how much? She was going to pay for the flight and the hotel and everything. I was like, that's great, but you understand that if I don't pay my taxes this year, because this was before bankruptcy, so I wasn't paying my taxes or anything. So you realize if I don't pay my taxes, right, that the government will likely put all kinds of problems on me, liens on my house and shit, and I might just lose where I live. So does it make sense for me to go on a frivolous trip when I need money to just pay this stuff so I can stay living where I'm living? And my mom got mad at me. She's like, you should go on the trip. I was like, what's the point of one trip if you lose everything else, right? So what ended up happening was, I told you guys about this, she helped me to pay the taxes that year so that I could basically get by, right? And that was the last time, realistically, that I had any possibility of doing anything like that, Realistically, today, no, I could not go on a trip. I couldn't. Maybe in a few years, if things, stay the level they are and get better, if DSP Reacts grows and becomes some extra income, if DSP Gaming grows, right? If we get to the point where I'm doing a little better, then yeah, within a couple of years, maybe then we're getting to the point where some good stuff can happen, Especially coming out of bankruptcy, like I am. Eventually, I might be able to have good enough credit where I can do something like refinancing my house. Good luck doing that now. Number one, I have no credit because my bankruptcy, no one grants me credit. And number two, everything this year has been going horribly because of inflation. Because of inflation, they keep rising interest rates. So even if I refinance now, it probably would screw me over. I wouldn't be able to even do anything because the interest rates are so high. So it's just kind of like there's nothing I can really do right now. I'm just kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? So why am I going to sit here and say, oh, I want to go to Hawaii, I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Japan? What, am I a fucking idiot? What, want to torture yourself, right? Do you just sit there and stare at people who have more than you? Do you sit there and watch fucking, trip vlogs of people who are going on fancy trips? What do you want to do? Fucking make yourself cry to sleep every night? Like, no. You enjoy what you have in the moment. You don't sit there and focus on things you don't have and always pine for them and be always ungrateful for what you have. I'm very grateful for what I have. I am. I like what I have. I like my life. Could things be better? Absolutely they could be better. All right? But I'm not going to sit here and fantasize about things that aren't going to happen unrealistically and make myself feel shit and get depressed, That's stupid. So you can stop asking me now. Like, seriously, people keep asking me these questions about travel and shit. I'm not traveling anywhere, There's no real point to talking about that kind of stuff. It's not happening, It's a waste of everybody's time, including mine.